Has that Overlord speed upgrade, and just has so many units all over the place. Getting those Roaches out of there. Has 2 more hidden way up here. But Jinro is so far behind in economy right now. Look at that, 800 income versus like 500. So Jinro is in a pickle right now. He does have another base. He has his command center right here in the middle of his base. Gonna look for that. And more Roaches. Wow, he's being so aggressive with these Roaches. 5 kills on that one, 3 kills on this one, 5 kills on this one. He really needs to get that missile turret up to provide that vision. And unfortunately, this Roach went too far close to the sentry. Too close to that missile turret, providing vision. That detector. Ooh, so, oh man, we got another drop going on up here. It looks like Jinro with some medevacs is going to apply some pressure to this expansion. Maybe he's going to try and take it out. He's only dropped one of those medevacs. There goes the other one. It starts dropping and doing that little ski thing, dropping it as he goes. Transfusion on that. Spinecrawler going to save it. He dies, unfortunately, but he did give it a shot. Another queen trying to be produced. He's going to kill some overlords. That'll actually supply block Moon. And Roaches being brought over, but only 2 aren't going to be enough. And here come the rest of the swarm, a bunch of Roaches, and he's going to jump into those medevacs and then slowly flip off those Roaches as he just flies away. So three Marines here at the Zelnaga Tower. I guess it's a party at that Zelnaga Tower. Dropping more Marine Marauder in the back here. Is he going to try and attack this expansion? Maybe. There's so many Roaches, and he just changed his mind. He's going to say, screw it, I'm just going to go back to the main. But Moon right on top of this is so many Roaches. Wow, 156 food. Let's check the food count. 156 food for Moon. 127 for Jinro. Jinro still has an infestation problem in his base. We still have 1 Roach in here and 2 here, and these are just providing so much vision for Moon. I'm surprised. Quite a few tanks here in the back of his base. Jinro trying to focus mostly on just microing these medevacs, Marines, and Marauders, and just building SCVs at this point. Still has his units pretty well separated in his base, just trying to prevent any type of Roach attack. I guess he is still worried about Roaches in his base harassing him. And he's just trying to counter-harass with his Marine Marauder medevac. So Moon now with that upgrade for Overlords, getting that Adventural Sack upgrade. He's going to put some Banelings inside some Overlords, and that's going to be pretty devastating later. This expansion on the right is now back up for Moon, or at least getting ready to be placed, or getting ready to be finished on the right side of the base. A lot of Banelings out, 2 armor upgrade, not too important for Banelings. But a lot of Overlords, and we might see Moon going for an attack. We got 1 attack armor, or 1 melee attack upgrade just being researched, 20 Zerglings, building 4 Infestors, and upgrading to a Hive. So finally transferring this 3rd base for Jinro. This command center is now moving to the middle. He's probably going to upgrade that to a planetary fortress. And Jinro moving his whole base over. Moon sacrificing an Overlord to get a eye view, get some intel on this situation. So Jinro positioning up has, wow, quite a few siege tanks. Pretty good spread. And we got a little small attack here from Moon coming on the left side of the base, And at the same time, we got a drop from Jinro into the expansion. And he should be able to snipe that queen out very easily. 2-2 upgrades on that queen. Overlords being brought in. He's going to drop some Banelings on those units. It looks like it. And, yep, there he goes. He finally just dropped him. But Jinro, too quick, manages to get out of there. And he's going to have to reload all those Banelings back up into those Overlords. And at the same time, we've got all these Roaches just waiting patiently over here. Jinro really, I think, probably going to have to throw... He does have a missile turret, so he's well aware of that. And Jinro, where is he going? He's splitting up over here. He's actually going to get some Overlords. Nope, not going to be able to get any Overlords killed. Stimming, he actually is going to get some Overlords. 2, 3 Overlords dropping. And Moon queuing up some Roaches, queuing up some commands, going to queue up back over here outside the natural of Jinro, taking out these rocks, and he's just going to come in here and deal a whole bunch of damage. And unfortunately for Jinro, all his units, the vast majority of his army is now at his 3rd base, but he's putting his tanks over here. I guess he sees that with that, but I don't think these tanks are going to be in range long enough. He does have 1 tank in between his bases here that should be able to protect those SCVs, but he's going to have to lift up this main if he wants to save it. And at the same time, we had a drop over here. Banelings killed those units, so I think he was a little preoccupied losing those units from those medevacs finally. And these Roaches, just a small number, just being really a big pain in the ass. And at the same time, we've got another attack at the front here. Jinro's army split up planetary fortress trying to defend everything. Infestitarian being dropped. Banelings being dropped all over the place. Bunker trying to be placed. But the planetary fortress does fall. Moon takes it out with Banelings. Infestitarian drops. And he is just all over the place. Moon is, wow. I haven't seen Moon play very much in StarCraft 2, but I want to see more of him play. He has this base over here on the right up. Hasn't transferred any units over there. Let's check the food count. 186 food for Moon, 125 for Jinro. Jinro may have the superior army, though, if they fought straight up. I think Jinro could actually win this. Couple more infections being produced. He's got those roaches going. He's got quite a few roaches. And let's check the... Actually, we got to scan Jinro slowly pushing up, causing those roaches just to get eaten up alive by those tanks. There are so many tanks here. No upgrades yet, unfortunately, for those tanks, but just slowly walking those tanks up into this base. And it's really going to come down to if Moon can do a drop with these overlords and roaches on top of this army. So here we go. They got the drops coming. Roaches pushing up, and he's going to drop some units in between the front line of those tanks, the back line of those tanks. Infested Terran being thrown. So much action right now. Wow. New reinforcements coming in from the right. Infestors gooping all over the place. Roach is maybe going to be able to take out all these units, and all the tanks are dead except one. Maybe one Marauder still alive. Just like a handful of Roaches. 3 Marauders left is going to eventually take out that last tank. Wow, that was such an intense fight, and looks like both players are going to fall back, but I think Jinro has more than enough units left to survive, maybe going for another attack, but actually Moon did bring some reinforcements. He's got more Roaches. He has this Infestor. A lot of fungal growths going down that fight. But the economy of Moon is far superior right now. We got 1-1 upgrades for our bio units, no upgrades for tanks still. And pushing up, once again, he could actually use these roaches and go in for a burrow and attack. That's what it looks like he's going to do. He's going to pop up right on him, right in the middle of all this action. And Jinro isn't aware of that, so he pops up, snipes that tank. Let's see if he's going to burrow again. Yes, he does burrow again. Probably going to see his scan come down here. As soon as Jinro can muster the energy out of those command centers, this base now got transferred from his main. Is there at the third. Let's check the economy. 36 to 24, so Moon ahead in harvester count by 12. Has more than enough bases and a huge army of overlords. Infestor getting rallied, unfortunately going to die. Oh man, hate those rallies whenever he plays Zerg. Scanning, he's going to see all these roaches, and quickly Moon just falls back. Going to snipe that overlord, going to see a fungal growth come down. Maybe, nope, he's going to fall back. I don't think he really has enough food count. Wow, dropped all the way to 76, and Jinro now in the lead somehow with the food count. These Marauder, Marine Medevac Marauder are just so effective in small numbers. And another skin going down on the roaches, forcing the roaches to come up into an attack. Marauders just dealing so much damage. Throwing down even some infested Terran, but I don't think it's going to be enough. This hatchery is still alive after 2 or 3 fights here. Long fights at that. And these tanks in the back is providing an area for these Marine Marauder to fall back to. And Medevacs have just been healing like crazy. I wish there was a little counter on the Medevacs that showed how much they have healed, as where other units show how many units they've killed. That'd be kind of interesting. So that expansion finally does fall. Pulling drones, pulling roaches. One infestor in the back. Fungal growth going down. And oh man, this is so close. Wow, Skin going to lose all those units. Moon down to 50 food. And Jinro just with these small armies are just dealing so much damage. This expansion on the right does have a couple drones in it harvesting, and I don't think Jinro is aware of that. Another fungal growth going down. No, he isn't aware of that expansion, but he did take out the last remaining parts of his army. This infestor is probably going to get sniped again. Oh no, if he could fungal growth, he could easily kill that medevac. Doesn't. Oh man, these Marauders are so low, they're going to be able to pick off that one last roach. Unfortunately, he does burrow and does get that one away. One roach over here, maybe misclicked. He probably tried to click up there, but he's going to lose that roach. And Jinro going to come over here to the right, scout this out, and find this expansion. Going to take out this expansion, and there isn't much Moon can do about it. He has like 3 roaches, but more units, more reinforcements from Jinro, working off basically one base here, half a base here. And wow, finally, Moon does GG after an extremely long game. And while that was back and forth, at the beginning, Jinro had such a strong aggressive attack with those 4 Marines, the Hellion, the SEV, causing so many extra Zerglings to be produced. But then the switch, where the roach harass from Moon was just so devastating. He got up to like a 25 harvester lead at one point, and those roaches were just so effective and just kept Jinro trapped in his base for so long. I thought he was really going to maybe turn the tides there. Maybe something Moon could have done differently is after he did a really big roach harass in his main, maybe if he would have switched to some type of, Muto or something maybe a little different. But anyway, that was a crazy game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm going to bring you some more games, even though I deleted 100 of my damn videos. I'm going to bring you some more videos, what the hell. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you later.